much, Judge Hidalgo. Lena, you've worked so hard to make Harris County a safer, more just, and more accountable place. The best way to ensure that people you serve can find their people's American dream. And your leadership is critical, and we are so proud to have you on our team. And I would also like to thank Representative Lizzie Fletcher, Mayor Sylvester Turner, Representative Sheila Jackson-Lee, Representative Sylvia Garcia, Representative Al Green, Shree Preston, Kulkarni, Seema, oh, this is a hard one. Okay, Elijah Wardian. Pretty good, huh? And my friend Rosella, who is traveling with me today. So, thank you all for joining us. And how are you all feeling? Are you ready to get to work? You know, a few weeks ago, I spoke to a public school counselor who told me something that it's really hard for me to forget. She said to me, Jill, the two most important roles in my life are being a school counselor and being a mom. And right now, I feel like I'm failing at both. You know, parents want to have answers for our kids, don't we? But over these last few years, so many parents have told me that they have more questions than answers. They ask me things like, Jill, how do I keep my family safe from this pandemic? What if a shooting happens at my kid's school? What if I lose my job? And how do I tell my kids to be kind when our leaders don't live up to that same standard? And it's just not parents. All of us feel it. We feel the chaos of this moment, the magnitude of loss that surround us, the little things we never thought we'd lose, like hugging our friends or smiling at strangers on the sidewalk. Still, we keep going, don't we? What else can we do? Joe and I know that feeling well. 4 days after our son Bo's funeral, I watched Joe shave and put on his suit. I saw him steel himself in the mirror, take a deep breath, put his shoulders back, and walk out into a world empty of our son. He went back to work as your vice president. That's just who he is. You know, there are times, so many times, when I just couldn't imagine how he did it. How he put one foot in front of the other and kept going. But I always understood why he did it. He did it for the daughter who pays for her mom's breast cancer screening and misses work just to drive her to the clinic. He did it for the community college student who has faced homelessness but finds the grit to finish her degree. He did it for the little boy whose mom is serving as a Marine in Iraq, who doesn't complain when the only thing he wants for his birthday is to be with her. Over these years, Joe has faced unimaginable tragedies, but his purpose has always driven him forward. His strength of will is unstoppable. His faith is unshakable. Because it's not in politicians or political parties or even himself. It's in the providence of God. His faith is in you, in us. Through it all, raising our two sons and our daughter Ashley, Joe learned how to heal a broken family. It's the same way you heal a nation. With love and understanding, with small acts of kindness, with bravery, with unwavering hope. My husband Joe will be a president for to reimagine a future that's better than ever. And that means opening up our schools and child care programs safely so parents can get back to work. It means protecting pre-existing conditions and making prescription drugs affordable for everyone. It means creating millions of good-paying jobs. But he can't do it without you, Texas. Right now, there are so many who want to tell us that our nation is just hopelessly divided, that our differences are irreconcilable, that our communities are fractured beyond repair. And beneath that is another message. Your voice can't fix it. Your vote doesn't matter. But that's not who we are, is it? In this pandemic, we're supporting each other. We're finding mercy and grace in the moments that we might once have taken for granted. We're seeing that our differences are precious and that our similarities are infinite. Democrat and Republican, rural and urban, north to south, coast to coast, our communities are showing that the heart of this nation still beats with kindness and courage. We don't agree on everything. We don't have to, do we? We can still love and respect one another, right? We care more about people than politics. And we know we're not broken. We're becoming something new. Cynics play to our fears. They tell us that we can't make a difference because they don't want us to try. They know that together our voices are more powerful than they ever could be. We have to show them our power. We have to show them that we're not going to just sit by and watch what happens. We're going to decide what happens right here in Texas. For the first time in a long time, winning Texas is possible. Not only for Joe, but for the Senate and the State House as well. And if we win here in Texas, we are unstoppable. Today is the first day of early voting here. So tell me, are you ready to vote? Let's do it today. Don't wait. And then get involved. I know you're busy. I know you're stretched so thin with all that you have to do. But this election is too important not to do every single thing we can. This is it, Texas. There are no do-overs. In this election, we have to believe that our communities are stronger than the challenges we face, because they are. We have to believe that our votes matter, because they do. We have to show up right now, put our shoulders back, and work like we've never worked before. One vote could be the difference between winning and losing a precinct. One precinct could win or lose a state. And one state, this great state of Texas, could decide our future for generations to come. Will you be that one vote? Will you join this movement? Will you show the world that our nation believes in justice and compassion and unity and leadership? Here's the big one.